The aim of data entry in the system is not only to store data, but to also perform different types of analysis on the data so as to facilitate better decision making for improving the services provided. The first area where you can analyze the CMS data is through the dashboard. The dashboard is comprised of different types of charts that give a quick picture on the trend of data. Select a dashboard to view the available charts, and when you hover your mouse on the charts, you'll be displayed on the details of the displayed charts. For example, if I hover my mouse here, I'll see that 100 cases for female children aged 11 to 15 years were registered in Bear region for last year. And this is the highest value here. So this gives a quick picture on the data entered. Similarly, on the right hand side of the dashboard, I have another dashboard item here that shows 161 cases that involve the female children aged 11 to 15 years were registered from October to December 2021 in Tanzania, which is the highest value here. And the lowest value indicates 43 cases involving female children aged 16 to 17 years were registered from October to December 2021. So this is the first place where you can quickly get a picture of the data that has been entered in DCMS. The other area is the pivot table, the maps, and the charts. So all of these applications are incorporated into the data visualizer application, even though there are different applications that are independent for both the pivot table, maps, and dashboard that is the one that we are watching here. So let's go ahead and open the data visualizer application so that we can see the available options. So click on the menu icon and type data visualizer. Then click on the data visualizer icon to open the application. Okay, in the data visualizer interface, uh, there are different options and data dimensions for you to specify the three W's, that is what, where, and when, using these data dimensions for DHIS2. This is because the MVCMIS application is built on top of the DHIS2 application, so it follows the same principles for the data dimensions. So you have to specify all the three W's so that you can display the respective uh, analysis tool that you want. To select or view the available options for analysis, click on the drop-down icon here and you'll be shown the available charts, table, and maps. So this is the map app which is available here in the data visualizer. We shall see how you can analyze. So for example, I'll select pivot table. I want to analyze data in the pivot table. Um, The pivot table comes into play when you want to analyze large chunks of data or look at more details with multiple data dimensions at the same time. So the pivot table provides a quick access to data in a tabular format, and it provides ability to pivot any number of the dimensions, such as the indicators, data elements, organization units, and periods, and it displays them in rows and columns to create customized views. So let's go ahead and create it now. I'll click on data and then I'll select the type of data from the drop down here. I'll click indicators, then I'll select the group. I'll click the CMS indicators group. So you can select as many indicators as you want. The pivot table gives you that flexibility. I'll just select the first two indicators here. Yeah, click update. The pivot table has been displayed, and by default, it has displayed data for the last 12 months. But we can change this period by clicking on the period data dimension there, and we have relative periods and fixed periods. So here, by default, relative periods has been selected, and the relative month period type also has been selected here, and last 12 months has been chosen. But you can always change this. Maybe you can select relative quotas, or you can select by month. You click on the month and then move it to the right here, then click update, and you have changed the period. But for us, let us leave the selected period here. We also have fixed periods. You can specify fix the years, month, or quarters. Same way as we selected in the relative periods. So after changing anything here, make sure you click update button so that you can effect the changes to the pivot table that has been displayed. The last thing here is to specify the organization unit that you want from the organization unit tree. And this is the last dimension that you have to select here. So if you click on the organization unit, you'll be supplied with the organization unit tree from which you can select the area where you want to view the information. For example, I can select only two regions here. I can deselect all by clicking on this button here. Yeah. If you select a region, you'll have to scroll down from Dar es Salaam, Arusha, and then I'll click also Mbeya region. Yeah. So I've selected three areas and then I'll click update. Now I have updated this and you see that I have Dar es Salaam region, Arusha region, and Mbeya region. And this is the information available. So it shows that on March 2021, 56 cases were registered where all the children who were abused by one or more alleged perpetrators. And the second indicators also indicates the number of cases registered there based on the indicator that I have selected. Now you can change the layout of this pivot table depending on where you want different data dimensions to appear. For example, if I want to change and view the organization units on the left column, and then these periods should be seen on the top column, then I'll have to swap between the organization unit and the period. So I'll move the period here, and then I'll drag the organization unit to where the period was, then click update. Yeah, so now you see the layout has changed. So you can swap these columns and rows here to display the table in the format that you want. You can download this table for offline analysis. You can download it in Excel format, CSV, or HTML, or you can select the plain data sources where you'll be flexible to select how you want to view the data. If you want to view the IDs, the codes, you select here, and the data will be downloaded for you to view in the format that you have selected. So if you click, for example, Excel, the data will be downloaded and you can view the pivot table in an Excel sheet. Now, if you want to analyze this data in terms of charts or maps, then you can click on the drop down here and select the type of chart that you want to view this data. For example, I'll select maybe pie chart, and then I'll click update. So the pie chart will display now the same data that I analyzed with the pivot table, and now will be displayed via the pie chart. This is the same pie chart that we saw in the dashboard application, but this is for a different indicator and different organization unit. So you can also select any other type of chart that you want to analyze this data. For example, here I've selected a gauge chart. Yeah. You can also select a single value chart. So if I select that and then click update, I'll be given this single value. And then if I scroll down, I'll find an option for opening these uh, indicators that I have analyzed here in the map application. So let's go ahead and click on the map. This will lead us to the map application whereby the selected regions, that is Arusha, Mbeya, and Dar es Salaam, that we selected in the data visualizer application, they will be shown in the map indicating the cases registered based on the indicator that we selected. So you can edit this map by clicking on the three dots here below the name of the legend of the map, and you can select edit layer. If you click on edit layer, you have to specify now the indicator that you want. You can specify the indicator group, the data element. For example, let's change the indicator. Okay, it's indicator. Okay, I want DCMS indicators, then I'll choose the indicator that I want. So for now, let us choose another indicators. Uh, for example, okay, children who are involved in, yeah, I have chosen that. Then I have also to select the period. By default, I have these periods that I selected area, that is last 12 months. So I'll leave it that way, but you can always change that. I can add an organization unit here. Okay, yeah. Then it's not necessary to specify the filters and the style. For now, just let's leave it there and then update layer. So now more regions have been shown in the map indicating the number of cases registered for the based on the specified indicator that we have selected. So you can also perform more analysis on the indicator or data elements that you want in the map application by just clicking on the edit button here or on these three dots here to open the layer so that you can edit the map. Thank you.